full of hatred, they gon' keep gunning. Type to run through your shit and don't leave nothing. Or don't ever act like you don't need nothing.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the For the Win podcast, a podcast where there are 4 hosts, but only 2 of which who actually know ball. I am LeBlanc, one of your co-hosts. With me is D, James Palmer. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with our weekly drops. First order of business. Cardi B, Stefon Diggs just announced their pregnancy last week. D, how are you feeling about this situation? What's did you see it coming?
I mean, no lie, I thought they weren't together no more. Like after that whole like little scuffle they had, like like a month or two ago, a couple months ago, I thought they were done. I mean, you really haven't seen any pictures of them posting of them together out on social media or stuff like that. So I literally thought they were done, and especially with her and this whole court case shit with Offset, it was kind of it was kind of surprising to see them come out like that. So
I didn't think they were together either after I saw that boat video with Stefan and those 3 women around him.
Right.
I thought they were. I didn't know what the status of their relationship was at that point.
But knowing Stefan Diggs, like everybody say, like that's the kind of person you don't want dating your daughter, your sister, whatever. Like,
right.
Maybe that's the kind of stuff that she condoned him doing. Like she know the type of nigga he is. Maybe she just don't care.
Hollywood is a freaky place, so they probably do share each other like that out there.
I think she's comfortable. I don't know. It's weird. They were saying a woman would like to know when a nigga is cheating instead of a nigga is just cheating and she's not knowing or whatever. So I think she's just comfortable. Like, yeah, he gonna do his dirt, but he gonna come back to me. Maybe she likes that.
So you think they got like an open relationship type of deal?
I mean, it has to be. He has three newborns.
And literally another girl just came out and said that he the father of her 4-month-old.
I'm saying
so that's crazy too.
He has 3 newborns, and like they said, after they popped out to the Knicks game last year, he was seen like a couple days later carrying a baby stroller. So I mean, I think she likes that. I think she just likes the fact that she knows she has a nigga, and he's gonna come back home and he's able to cheat and have his way. So I mean, maybe she likes that.
So it looks like an open relationship type of ordeal.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I mean,
insane.
Or maybe she realized that not many people gonna really want her no more. I mean, you gonna be comfortable letting a nigga do whatever he wants to when you realize that. Okay,
I mean,
I don't got that much choices no more.
I mean, I don't think that's the case for celebrities.
For a relationship.
I don't think that's the case for celebrities, bro.
See, that's why I'm saying, like, you see how we just give them the pass because they celebrities. Now, see, that's why these women now can go on social media. They can do the same thing because, it's okay to be a hoe. No.
Right.
No, like,
wow.
It's crazy because, like, her and Offset haven't been separated more than a year and you already pregnant.
That's crazy.
Within that,
their divorce isn't even final yet.
That's still crazy to me that you just ran off and got pregnant.
So if the divorce ain't final yet, can he hit her with something, or is it because the divorce in progress?
I think I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. She filed for a divorce because he was cheating. So I don't think it could flip flop like that.
He already committed whatever, call it a crime or whatever. Yeah, he already.
So now it's like, all right, well, you can't. I'm filing for you from cheating, so it's my get back. So I can't really. He can't really do anything.
I don't know, man. I just don't like stuff like this coming out when you in season. Like last year, the whole thing came out while you was in season, and then you get hurt.
But he doesn't care. That's the thing. he doesn't care. He doesn't. That I will give him like he doesn't answer any questions about it. Like he said, he don't talk about outside stuff in the football locker room. Like
Right.
that was so he doesn't care. Like
Hey man, true professional. Hey man, let me kind of see why Josh Allen got rid of him.
I don't know, man. And then like it's just jokey. Like, let me heal you. Like that's like
Oh yeah,
you taking shot. Like I feel as though you taking shots at Offset. Like if that was me, but I don't know if y'all seen it a couple of weeks ago when they played somebody and he didn't have that much. He didn't have a good game, and Offset posted on IG and said trash.
Being messy, yeah.
Yeah, like y'all grown as hell, grown
Right.
I
ass
mean, he's
men.
not gonna take no offense to it. I mean, at the end of the day, I took your girl,
Yeah, but
and
I mean
and
he took offense
and
by saying let me heal you. Like
I mean, I took your girl, and I put a baby in her, so it ain't really too much you could do.
and making more money. Talk to me.
Like, cause really, Offset really hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most
He
definitely.
walking around like he acting like he ain't hurt. I ain't gonna say he hurt, but he feels some type of way.
all right, let me ask y'all this then. Y'all think like this whole Cardi B pregnancy thing right now overshadowing his album?
And I don't know. The album was hard.
It is.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
I don't know. She just dropped the album too, so this all could be a publicity
But
stunt.
why did like this love triangle is weird? Why they doing this?
I don't know.
Celebrities,
You in court, you drop your album, he drop his album, you come out saying you pregnant. You
Insane.
you in court, he acting like he playing good right now. He not.
Do y'all think this whole ordeal is affecting the way he plays, or is he just naturally trash or washed?
You see what happened last year? He got hurt.
I just think I ain't gonna say that right now. I just think that he's coming off an ACL injury, trying to get back right, try to get back into rhythm. But and plus he plays for the Patriots, so there's that. Not saying that Drake May is bad, but that's not a winning culture over there right now. So yeah.
Right. Well, on the topic of washed, we are going to switch over to the next topic. The Philadelphia Eagles, they have a play that is sweeping the league for the past 3 years, the Tush push. It's causing a lot of controversy within the league, but not only within the league, within their locker room and AJ Brown's frustration with his usage. So I'll start with James, the diehard Eagles fan. What is your take on the Tush push overall and AJ Brown's frustrations with his lack of usage?
With the tush push, if teams were better, they will stop us from getting into 31s, 4th and 1s, first and goals on the one. If they were better, they will be able to stop it. But I think it will be. I think this will be the last year due to the fact of what happened last Sunday. It was we got up into it, and it was kind of funny because they like it just didn't feel right.
Y'all were spamming it. Y'all were
It just
spamming the
didn't.
play.
We weren't spamming it. It just didn't. It was just really on that goal line play that it was just kind of like funny. Like it just didn't feel right due to the fact like I don't know. Like it just didn't feel right.
It's
But
hard for him to tell the truth.
no. It's not hard.
You got it. You have to
Just
tell the
the
You
truth.
know when
Y'all
something.
You
cheating.
should.
No,
Y'all
it's not
cheating.
cheating. You
Oh.
know when it was just like that one play. Like you know when you do something and like everybody just looking like, oh, they ain't call that shit. So it's like that. It felt funny, and then it came back. Everybody was, in the media talking about it. Everybody all sides and all kind of stuff. So I mean, they may change it. Me personally, I don't think that's going to stop anything because, like I was saying, tush push. What's so much different from a quarterback sneak? Like what? Like I'm still gonna have people behind me pushing me in. I'm still gonna have my old linemen. They could get in the 4-point stance and still do what they do. So I don't think much is gonna change for 1 yard. And we have a big quarterback. So I don't think that's gonna like I don't think it's gonna affect our game. And with AJ Brown, I don't think AJ Brown is frustrated. I mean, I know everybody getting the talk. They talked about Jalen Hurts and this and that, but if you look at the route concept, there's nobody open. Like he's just down set hut. Jalen Hurts literally just sitting in the pocket, just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. He can't do anything because there's nobody open. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't say AJ Brown is frustrated. I don't think he is. Cause I mean he's not open. Like you can't be frustrated if you're not open. So that's just how I feel about that whole situation.
Back on the topic of tush push, though, I think the way the league is going to stop that is just outright prohibiting people to push other players on their team. Like,
but you can't do that. They the one who brought that rule in. Like they just literally changed that saying you could push your players in the back.
yeah,
So
I know. And
for
I think they're going to take that away to stop
for
tush
them
push.
to they give that to people, and that's and they do that. That's really a big thing now. Like
Right. And
niggas is scoring
NFL is gonna.
touchdowns and
I think NFL is realizing, okay, this play is a little bit glitchy. The Eagles are spamming it. We're gonna pull back on this new rule that we made and stop this whole tush push fiasco and make the Eagles actually play offense whenever they get down to within the 5-yard line.
I don't know. I think if they're gonna I don't think they should ban it. I don't think they should ban it. I think they should correct the line of scrimmage. Like if you're gonna run it, just like how they do like the onside kick and everything, I feel as though you should report it to the ref, so that the ref could be closer to the line of scrimmage to kind of see, okay, is everybody on sides? Is the center not over the ball to where we can't really see the ball?
Well, you
Like,
can't
that's
get
the
into
biggest-
that
that's the
because
biggest
then
thing.
you're gonna be like, "Hey, ref, I'm about to run a quarterback sneak."
Yes.
Then
Yes.
if you see
And
the
you have to-
Eagles,
yeah.
they run tush push fakes too. They'll fake it up the middle and then swing it to
Exactly.
the
Then you
outside.
should be able to. You should.
so
You should be
want the
able to.
ref to get on the line of scrimmage and look.
From the side, like outside the tight ends or whoever the last.
They're
on the line,
already
yeah.
doing what? So you want them to come close?
From a side angle, yes, so they can see whether or
So
not
you
everybody.
I don't think that works.
So you want the ref to come from out of bounds to come close
There's
on the field?
already there's a ref behind the quarterback, anyways. Why
Yes,
you
that's
can't
out. Yes, that's out the play. Yes, that's not affecting
If
the
you're
play.
running tush push,
But you
you're running
can't. But
straight.
you can't put a ref close on the side because we could run a fake and go to that side. You're gonna
And
be in
that's
the.
why I'm saying, even with the onside kick now, if you're running the onside kick, you
No,
have to
You
run.
no,
can't
that's
you can't
no.
fake you can't fake on
You
onside
can't
kick.
fake.
But no, that's
So,
but
if you
that's
want to keep
but,
the play, if you want to keep the play into the game, you
no,
cannot
that's
run no
you
fakes
can't
off
you,
of it.
you can't do that because now you're interfering with the game.
They
Onside,
interfere with the game on the onside kick.
onside kick. That's like saying when we throw outside, you got to tell us where you're going to kick it at. Are you going to kick it high in the air,
What do
or
you
is it going to
mean
be a
on
little?
the tush
Or
push?
is it?
You only go straight, damn near.
No,
You only
no,
go
I
straight.
get I get
we
your
done did
point. D.
fakes.
I-
We done
I
did
get-
fakes. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. Even like for instance, think about it now. If that onside kick rule was in this game, like back then, the Saints would not have won a Super Bowl. So if you gotta tell the ref, hey, we're gonna onside kick, and the team has to know that you're gonna onside kick, and y'all want to keep the tush push in the game,
But
let the ref know.
you want to tell the team like
Yeah, because then it's man on man. We're gonna know who better. We're gonna know who bigger, who stronger.
So
aren't you already
it's
know-
rugby. It's basically rugby. But D,
Don't
to
you
your
al-
point,
don't you already know what's coming when we're lined up in the tush push?
No, because like you
you
just
don't.
said, y'all
I
run
mean, you can
fakes off
fake
of
it.
it.
You can fake it.
Y'all run fakes off of it.
You should be able to do it. You should be able to only use the play whenever you're behind. How they do the onside kick rule? Okay, I get your point, D, but you should only be able to tush push if your team is behind, not when you're up or tied.
Why not? You can use a quarterback sneak at any point in the game. Why not?
Yeah,
You should be able to use a
quarterback
tush
sneak,
push.
but tush push and quarterback sneak are two different things. Quarterback
How?
sneak, you're sneaking. You're behind your
How?
offensive line. Nobody's pushing you.
What's the nobody pushes nobody on the quarterback sneak? Because
Yeah, but it's a
because
push.
I seen
It's still a
last year,
tush
Josh.
push.
I seen Josh Allen, their tush push. He got stopped, and they like doing that little tight end with Dawson Knox. He
Yeah,
going
they
in
motion a
motion.
tight end and
Yeah,
they put him under the
and he
center.
gets
Yeah,
he gets pushed. So
it's a
I
sneak,
mean,
but tush push and quarterback sneak are two different things. There's
But the biggest
two.
thing about the whole thing is like it's not that they are upset that people can't stop the tush push. Is they're upset about how the team is lining up, how they're jumping offside, how they're false starting before the play even goes. Like it's not that we can't stop it. It's just that we don't like the fact that y'all are false starting and y'all are lined up like you shouldn't be. Like just make sure. I want to say bring a ref to the side of the play outside of the last person on the line to make
no,
sure that everybody is.
that's not football.
Yeah,
What you mean?
That would be the dumbest thing to ever do. Like bring a you wanna go outside of the rules to bring a referee onto the field on the side. That's not even out of the way of a play.
We are
You
already
want them
at
to
this
bring
point. We are already outside of the
and
rules.
then this is my thing. You want to bring a referee down to see the alignment. So what's the difference of a referee standing right? Like why you need to be close to see the alignment when you could clearly
Obviously. So
you could
hold on.
clearly see it.
For 3 years, obviously the line judge has not been able to tell whether or not y'all on.
They have seen it because we have had false starts and misalignment penalties before. So it's not the fact that they don't see it. That's the ref judgment. If he wants to throw the flag, he could throw the flag. He's just not throwing the flag. So you don't have to come up close to see what's going on because you already
right.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
And just like it's causing frustration within the league, it is causing frustration with the Eagles wide receivers. Palmer, on the topic of the Eagles wide receivers and the relationship between Jalen Hurts, whose fault do you think it is that AJ Brown, Devontae Smith aren't putting out their year-to-year numbers through 2 weeks?
I wouldn't try to pinpoint it on really nobody. Like it's really nobody's fault. Like I think systematically it just doesn't work out. They are a run heavy team, and that's what they're going to do. So when you are a premier wide receiver, you are not going to get your numbers in that kind of system. They run the tush push. They got Saquon Barkley. They're gonna run him about 20 times a game. Jalen Hurts is gonna run. But also, like as I've seen, like the past 2 games that we saw this season, the routes that they are running, the scheme that they are running offensively is not impressive. Um, it's very, dull.
Right.
But I feel for AJ Brown, like he wants to be, he wants to have the games like Jetta and Jamar Chase have. He wants to have 7, 8 catches for 120 yards. But that's not going to happen in that kind of system. So it's either he's going to be okay with winning and keeping it pushing and then hey, my time's going to come, or he's going to be like, hey, I don't want a Super Bowl. That's cool. Like I want to get back to being an individual.
Right. And
great.
And to your point, they do have Saquon Barkley, who they run 20 to 30 times a game. But not only that, they also throw to him about 10 to 15 times a game, it seems like. And that's why
cap.
and
That's cap.
and that's why the
That's
stat
cap.
that's the stat.
Cap.
And the stat came out. The Eagles have more tush push yards than Jalen Hurts has throws over 5 yards. Who's he throwing to in those on those throws that are under 5 yards? Saquon Barkley out of the backfield, short
tight ends, slants.
Yeah,
Saquon's probably getting about 3 receptions a game.
Short slants that they throw to the wide receivers. So my thing, I think, is Jalen Hurts' fault. Why the Eagles wide receivers aren't getting the output.
Are you watching the games?
Yeah, I actually am watching the games.
So
I actually am watching the games.
How's it?
And I think it's Jalen Hurts' fault because he's talking about sitting in the pocket. James just said sitting in the pocket. These Eagles wide receivers are getting open.
Nobody's open.
LeBlanc, that is a quarterback.
LeBlanc, nobody's open.
Yes, I'm watching the games. Yes,
Nobody's open.
Yes, they are. You're talking about AJ Brown not.
Nobody's.
Yes, they
nobody's.
are. Yes, they
LeBlanc,
are. I don't like this whole. I don't like
LeBlanc,
this whole delusional thing you have with Jalen Hurts, and you defending Jalen Hurts.
LeBlanc. I could show you the all 20. I could show you the all 22.
Hey.
I can show you the all 22. And I promise you, nobody's open.
Right.
You can literally go on.
I'm telling you, I'm watching the games.
You're not watching the game because nobody's open. You're not just going to sit in the pocket and not throw it to nobody because nobody's not open. Nobody's literally open. The play concepts.
And this is why an elite quarterback, a top 5 quarterback, would fit it into a tight window. And this goes back to my further point of why I say the Eagles offense is a plug and play and why Jalen Hurts is not top 15 quarterback in the league. It is a plug and play. You can put any quarterback. You can put Jameis Winston on that field and throw less than 5 yards, less than 5 yards of pass and still win. When the Eagles have a great defense, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith at wide receiver. That's my thing. I'm getting back on the Jalen Hurts elite topic. He's not elite.
You're saying that. First of all, nobody said Jalen Hurts was elite. That's what we know who the four.
Do you realize I edited the podcast? I know. I see what you say. I can pull up the receipt of what you said. You said
please.
We talking about Jalen Hurts top 5 quarterback.
If you put him top 5, that's an elite category.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What's the goalpost for elite? What
do you mean?
What are we talking about for elite? Are there only 2 quarterbacks that are elite in the league?
Like we said, there's only 4 elite quarterbacks in the league.
Okay, yeah.
There's 4 elites. Just because you're number 5, we're putting you at number 5.
But the last time we pod, niggas did say that if Jalen Hurts keep winning, at some point in time, we're going to have to put him in that category.
Less than 100 yards. Less than 100 yards, putting him in that category. Yeah, great.
You're saying, you know the funny thing? We're 2 games through the season. You're saying that, but your favorite quarterback's passing charts look the same as Jalen Hurts. So what's the problem?
I'm just saying it from a standpoint of
No.
I don't think the media, I don't think a lot of football fans care about, like, even though they should, I don't think they care about wins. I think they care about your quarterback output. But this
is my thing to LeBlanc. So if your favorite quarterback's passing charge looks like Jalen Hurts, what's the problem?
Who you calling my favorite quarterback? Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow passing chart looked just like his. Josh Allen this week look just like his. So what's the problem?
First of all, I've never been high on Josh Allen. Second of all, our offensive line is bottom 3 in the league right now. You see that week to week, and there's a reason why. There's a reason why Joe Burrow is out.
You're still complaining about that. Find a way to win.
That's a front office fault. That's not my fault. That's a front office that don't want to pay people. That's neither here nor there.
Let me ask you this, James. I know we kind of teetering back into this subject, but what's your definition of elite quarterback? Like, is it just winning? Is it just quarterback output on the field? What is it?
When I do elite, you have to have some type of a quarterback. Like, you have to have that it. Like, first, like, when you come, like, you got to have that it. Like, yes, I'm going to lead this team. And like I said, to me, there's only 4 elite quarterbacks in the league.
Can you name them real quick, just so we're clear for the viewers? Can you name your 4 elite quarterbacks?
We all know. We already had that list. You got Joe Burrow, Patty, Lamar, and Josh Allen.
So that's my problem. That's my problem right there. How do we keep putting Lamar in this elite status, but we keep bashing his fucking name? I'm so confused.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Let's clarify bashing. I don't get that. What do you mean? Who bashes Lamar?
Are we bashing it, or we're criticizing a great player?
Yeah, but we don't criticize Josh.
What do you mean? We criticize.
We definitely do criticize Josh.
We criticize LeBron. Is he not the GOAT?
But we don't criticize Josh Allen on the level.
Who doesn't criticize?
We don't criticize Joe Burrow on the level that we criticize Lamar.
But this is the the thing.
Yes, they do. They do.
No, they don't.
But D,
No, they don't.
but D, listen. Which one of those teams losing because of their quarterback made a mistake, or they're just losing because hey, I ain't got no more time. I
Pieces
can't.
aren't right in the right
that's the
area.
problem. They're still losing. And then the
Yes,
fact
yes.
but this is the thing.
Okay, D,
If you're gonna say that we're gonna criticize you because you losing and we're losing because of you, supposedly, then why is Jalen Hurts why is Jalen Hurts not automatic? Why is Jalen Hurts not automatic? Why is Jalen Hurts not automatically in the elite category if he's winning?
I find it funny that you're standing so hard on that when we played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and you were saying is Jalen Hurts' fault that we lost because of that one fumble that he had?
Listen, but you no.
And that was his only mistake.
Listen to what
in
I'm
the game?
saying. No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying this. How are we bashing? How do we bash Lamar on the fact of okay, we lose these big games because of you, Lamar, right?
But
you're in the elite status. Even though we lose these games because of you, you're in the elite status.
But D, that's the point that we're getting at. You're so great when you're on that stage. You shouldn't make that type of mistake. Like you shouldn't. Like you're gonna be shined in a different light. Like you're elite. Like we don't expect. Like okay, you've been in this league 6 years plus. Like okay, I don't want to see those kind of mistakes. If we lose. If the Ravens lose, I want us to lose because our defense so whack. We ran out of time to go down the field. That's how I want to lose. I don't want to lose because my quarterback is turnover heavy in the most important game of the season.
Just a quick thing. 8 playoff games, 11 turnovers. That's crazy.
But listen to what I'm saying. So why is it okay? I get
3 and 5.
I get it. We lost.
Hold on.
I get it. He lost.
No, hell no. 8 playoff games, 11 turnovers, 7 interceptions, 4 lost fumbles, 3 and 5 in the postseason, and only one of those losses came from Patrick Mahomes.
So he can't lose to Josh Allen? That's not allowed?
Oh, to me, he's not supposed to lose to Josh Allen. Not with that team that Josh had last year. No, he's not.
Okay, but let me ask you this. This is what I'm getting at with the whole thing. If I get you saying Lamar's so great, but Lamar is in the elite status, and we're saying, okay, in these big games you're losing. Why? So it automatically to me saying that Jalen Hurts is not in this elite status already if Lamar can be in there and lose because he's not putting out great quarterback output. So that's why I'm asking you, like, what is your elite definition? Is it just being a leader? Is it just getting them gritty wins? Like, I'm asking, does that make you an elite quarterback?
First of all,
by James standards, Jalen Hurts has the winning category marked off. Cool. In this situation, he has to show that there's the it factor, whether he can put it on the ground or do it through the air. But in the biggest games that we've seen him played in, he has shown flashes of the it factor. You see what I'm saying? So he just has to be, if he keeps on putting that tape on record of performing in playoff big moments and he's showing the it factor, he's going to get put in there. Now I tell you what,
we all know that the media don't care. Like, they care about the big games, but we got 17 games to see you put this shit on the field, and if you keep playing like how you're currently playing,
who doesn't care about big games?
No, I'm saying the media cares about the media does care about big games, but they also care about these 17 games.
We all know.
So if you keep playing like how you're playing now, they're gonna keep saying that you're not elite.
No. Bump what the media talking about. I mean, I guess you could say we the media, but it don't matter. We all know when it comes to certain quarterbacks, when it comes to being elite already, the regular season don't even matter for them.
So is Lamar elite with you saying that? Is he elite with you saying that?
Yeah, thank you for asking me that because he's elite right now, but let me tell you something. he going to this postseason and put on a shit show again, turning the ball over and losing, get out.
You can't take that elite status from
then
him
he come
because
back
of
the
that.
next season.
You
But then he come
can't,
back
you
the next
can't
season
take
and
that
win
from him.
You
MVP.
can't take.
You
He's
cannot take
already
that from
elite. What? He's a 2-time MVP.
You
Like
can't take that from him,
he,
bro.
like I
Can't take
said,
that
man.
from him.
You got your quarter. Like he's just elite.
You know what? You're right. I can't take it away from him, but he's gonna drop down my rankings. I promise you that.
But
All
what's
right.
gonna? But that's what. But I'm sorry, Blanc. But what's
Go
gonna
ahead.
easily make it available for you to put Jalen Hurts in there if they feel as though he's not putting out elite output?
This is my thing with Jalen Hurts. Like I said, he will never be elite. You can't say he's elite just off his gameplay of the regular season. That's not how it's gonna be. But like I said, if he continues to win, it's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation because this man, time after time, every playoff game is coming up big, making big plays, and when his team calls on him, he's making the big plays. That right there, that's elite.
Let me ask you, James. That's from my perspective, an average quarterback on a really good team. How can you crown him elite based off of his team having the number one running back in football right now, number one offensive line in football?
You said, how can I crown him elite?
If he keeps winning,
yes, if he
by
keeps
handing
winning,
the ball
if he
off
keeps
and
winning,
throwing less than 5 yards, how is that elite?
If he gets, this is what I'm saying, LeBlanc. That's showing you that yes, I don't have to put up those numbers, but when my team calls on me, and I have to do that.
Okay, all right.
This my first question.
But hold on, finish your thought because I got something to ask you.
No. This my first question. This my first question to
you.
you. So when the Eagles call on Jalen Hurts for him to make a play,
okay,
does he not do that?
No, all the time.
Majority of the time he does.
I'm not a delusional Eagles fan, but
so you telling me when we need him to make a play, he don't make. That's not
every time. Not okay, Jalen go out there and make something happen. Now back to my original point.
Like if the Eagles say, "Hey, like it's 3rd and 7, and we need a first down, and it's the end of the game, and niggas ain't open," he gonna take off and run and get the first down.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me ask y'all something. Who are we taking out of this two? Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield?
You keep saying, and this is another thing.
Because in my head, Baker, if anybody deserves elite status over Jalen Hurts, it is Baker Mayfield.
You keep saying that, and Baker Mayfield is getting at least 550 passing attempts a year. Like, is it just me, or the more you pass, the more yards you're going to passing yards you're going to have? Or is it just me?
Worst team, by the way, passing to Bucky Irving.
So basically, to me, that sounds like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith just rotting it out.
Like that,
I know it's not your game plan. I know it's not your game plan to force it to them because you have an elite O-line. But
it's not even with the O-line. This is my thing. You have to go, like, y'all pissing me off with this now. Like, you keep saying the elite O-line. Nigga, we've been had an elite O-line. Like, that's not gonna change. Look at the offensive coordinators. This offense, passing wise, has not been the same since Shane Starkin has left. You can look at the numbers in 2023. Right. Jalen Hurts is getting at least 500 something pass attempts that year and throwing for 3,800.
Let's go back.
Throwing for.
Let's go back some years to 2017. 2017, Eagles elite offensive line. Carson Wentz has an MVP season, gets hurt. Nick Foles comes in, wins the Super Bowl. Back to my point, the Eagles have a plug-and-play offense to where any quarterback could get in there and win.
You stop,
where's Carson Wentz now? Where's Nick Foles now?
You're saying that we have a plug-and-play offense. What happened when he had to start that next year? What happened? We didn't do what?
Injuries.
What injuries?
Y'all were hurt.
What injuries? Everybody was healthy then.
No, they weren't.
Nick Foles was losing. We had to bring Carson Wentz back from injury. He had to play hurt. And we brought Carson Wentz back. And
basic quarterbacks, by the way, where are they at now?
Why are you moving the goalposts?
It's not moving. It's right there. Where are they at now? They're basic quarter. I'm saying what I'm saying is Eagles have a plug and play offense that's easy for any quarterback to get in there and thrive.
You saying that when niggas didn't have the same coordinator for years, so how is it a plug and play offense?
Always been a plug and play offense. Back when McNabb was in there, McNabb wasn't great. McNabb's not no legend. It's plug and play.
Okay,
Historically,
you don't know ball right now.
Anyways,
my thing is my last point. My last point is this. That's why it was like, even though he was in my top 10, this right here, like through 3 weeks, 2 weeks, this is why it was hard for me to put AJ Brown in my top 10 when it comes to receiving. Like going into the next year, because we don't, like, he's in that gray area right now. We don't know what we're going to get from him. Even though y'all are winning, we don't know what we're going to get from him. We don't know how long he's going to act like he's not frustrated or, whatever. But that's why it was hard for me to put him in my top 10, even though he did make my top 10.
Right. Okay. Well, moving on to the next subject, we have a really good slate of games this week. And we're just going to go through and just kind of talk about some of the key games that we are going to keep an eye out for. So, D, I don't know, who is your game of the week this week? I know it's probably not your Saints, but
no, hell
who do you have for your game of the week?
So I have a key game, but I have a game that we all need to watch out for. Like, I think if Kansas City lose to the Giants on Sunday, like, they are in trouble.
And that was my game too, because I think that's a sleeper game. I think a lot of people are trying to write off the Giants, but after that quarterback performance that they had last week, I'm not saying Giants are for real, but I think they could sneak one out against Kansas City.
Yeah, but my game of the week, is the Lions at the Ravens.
He's looking. Hold on, he's looking like that,
like what?
You know the Cowboys defense whack, right?
No, I understand that, but 37 points is not easy to come by in the NFL.
That is easy when you're just cooking your Pro Bowl cornerback every single play.
No, I'm just saying, I just think that Kansas City cannot lose this game. And they cannot lose this game because all momentum from that team will be shot. But my game of the week is Lions at Ravens.
Lions at Ravens.
Yeah, Lions at Ravens.
All right. Moving on to the next subject, or before we move on, do anybody have anything to add? Or we can get our predictions for that game. So, Palmer, who do you think is going to take that one? The Lions are playing at M&T Bank Stadium
on Monday night.
Oh man, I mean, give me Baltimore. Like I said, oh man, I just can't. Boy, that fucker D make me want to be a real villain for this Lamar Jackson thing. Because I really do like Lamar. I really do like Lamar Jackson a lot.
No, you don't.
No, I really do, and that's why I'm so hard on him. But you can't be doing shit like that, man. But I got the Ravens, man. The Lions defense is not elite, not kind of middle of the pack. Kind of, to me, they're on the back burner towards being a good defense. So I think Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry would take great advantage of that. And I don't think the Lions have. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the Ravens, but I think it's gonna be a good game because the Ravens defense is not good either. So, yeah.
All right, James, who do you got?
I'm going with the Ravens. I don't think the Lions are a very good football team this year. They played the Bears. The Eagles was acting like they're back. Bears suck.
Backs.
Like they suck. Their defense, Terry Arnold, well, I think he gives up the most receiving yards as a corner this year.
That boy suck.
I mean, it's the same thing. They have yet to bring in another pass rusher to help Aiden Hutchinson is Swiss cheese defense. And the offense, I don't know. That offense doesn't impress me this year. But I'm going with the Ravens.
I do want to go for the Lions. And logically, I do think Lions could pull it out. They play the Green Bay Packers, who are my sleepers to take the NFC this year. Well, not even really a sleeper, but that's my team to take the NFC this year. So they were kind of feeling them out that first game. That's
Did
what
not pick them.
He picked the Packers to take the whole NFC. He didn't pick them to take the NFC, the North.
right. Back to my
I don't
point.
remember that.
Because remember he said
I don't
Green Bay.
remember
He
that.
said Green Bay gonna beat Philly. He did say that.
Thank you, Jen.
did
Thank
say
you,
y'all-
D.
he
I
did- yeah, he
appreciate
did
it.
say
I
that.
appreciate it, D.
He said that, but I don't think he said they gonna win the whole thing in the NFC.
I mean, can I change my mind?
No,
Damn, it was
because you try to lie. You try to lie.
I can't change my mind.
No, you gotta.
You got to see how the season go. I can't
You gotta-
stick with a team.
You gotta stand on your business.
Word.
All right.
I'm about to say, I believe it was only me and James that really doubled down on that Packers thing.
But I want to go with the Lions this week just because Ravens are AFC North, and we are at the top of the AFC North right now. By the way, so any AFC North team can lose. I'll be here for it.
Well,
D-
that's my game of the week. I'm going with the Ravens. Obviously, like James said, man, that defense is bad. I think they played spectacular last week because they had a point to prove to Ben Johnson that they still that team even without him.
right.
But obviously they still missing Aaron Glenn. You know that defense is bad, and I think they're gonna run. Man, they're gonna run that ball, man. They're gonna run that ball. I still think Derrick Henry, like he ain't get off last week like how he really wanted to. But I think yeah, the Ravens definitely gonna pull this out at home.
Right. All right. With that we said, we're gonna go to Palmer. Palmer, who do you have for your game of the week this week?
My game of the week, I believe it's going to be the Chargers versus the Broncos. I think that's a pretty good game for the division.
Broncos are in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the Chargers have came out smoking. They have been playing good ball. Justin Herbert is looking like, hey, like I know y'all like to talk about the Joe Burrows, the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens. I think y'all gonna start putting me in that kind of conversation now. But like I said, we'll see how that continues. But I think I'm gonna take the Broncos, and this is why their defense is going to be elite. I think the offense is getting it together. I think they'd be good. I do like the Chargers as well. Like I don't got nothing on Herbert and stuff like that, but I just think that I don't believe in the Lab McClunky and the Quentin Johnsons. I don't see that being sustainable against great defenses and good teams. So
right. Okay. Okay.
I'm starting to hate that team. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas is whack.
Chargers?
Them niggas is yes. Them niggas is whack. Like I just don't like how like I don't like Herbo. I don't know what it is. I don't like him.
Because Michigan, Ohio State has a hard time beating him. That's probably what it is.
What? Niggas say anything.
All right.
But I'm gonna go to Broncos. I'm gonna go to Broncos. I think that, like, I think they should have. No lie, I think the Chargers should have lost to the Raiders. I think Geno just played that team, just played them out of the game. I think because the Chargers didn't do anything. Yeah, they got beat over the top on a 60-yarder, but the Chargers didn't do anything to kind of separate themselves from the Raiders. I don't think they're good. Like, I just don't think they're good. I don't think they're good enough to beat, like, obviously they're going to be a team who gets some wins, but they're not going to be able to beat a good team when it really counts. So I'm going with the Broncos.
Okay,
them
James.
Niggas whacking LA.
James, who do you have?
I don't. Oh, damn. I really don't know because I mean, with the Khalil Mack injury,
Exactly.
since
That
he
too.
since he got hurt. But I'm going to stick with the Chargers. I do think the Chargers are a top 5 team this year. Right now, as of right now, week 2, they're a top 5 team in the league. Um, I mean, like what Palmer said, I don't think nobody ever doubted Justin Herbert's talent. It was always playoffs. Like, yo, what the hell you doing in the playoffs? That for me it is. I never doubted his talent. I know he's a good quarterback or whatever, but it looks like they're leaning on him heavily this year. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to ride or die by you. And you're saying they're whack. You're saying they're whack, but this Keenan Allen, Lab McConkey, and Quentin Johnson is looking like a real good thing on offense
Bro,
because
who they played? Who they played,
The
bro?
Chiefs.
I mean I understand you're saying who they play
Whack on the back end. Chiefs,
I
whack on the
I
back end.
I
Raiders,
I,
whack.
I got
I
some opinions about that.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah, I got the verdict out for the Chiefs defense too.
but
Let's get
but but I like what I'm seeing from the Chargers. Their downfall, I want to see how they do without Khalil Mack, and I think that running game is going to end up getting them in trouble versus good teams. Is
Right.
going
They can't
it,
run, James.
yeah,
Yeah, they can't. That's what I'm
they
saying. No, I never seen a team win anything and they don't have a running game,
they
and
are struggling
they
to run the
they
ball.
don't have that. So it's going to only be so much. With this might be the game right here that a team really locked they passing up and they don't have nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, I think that's why I said sorry, Blanc. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Just right quick, I think that's why another reason they'll lose this game because that falls into what Denver's strength is the back end,
Having to pass the ball.
the back end. So
Right.
Man.
I think this is a spot where Denver defense is going to shine because reality Denver's supposed to be 2-0 right now. You know the late game penalty with the Colts and that field goal kicking thing that cost them the game, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good game.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I just think Justin Herbert is playing out of his mind right now, and he beat y'all's goat in week 1 and outdueled him by a lot, actually. So I think Chargers are gonna take this one. I like what Quentin Johnson is doing. I know I saw the memes about him, retiring his mom and can't catch a ball. Now he's actually balling. So I like what I'm seeing out of him. So I got Chargers.
Okay.
Little wide receiver trio right there. I'm telling you.
Niggas still dropping balls.
He's looking real good. I might have to
Shit.
pick him up in fantasy. But all right, James, who do you have for your game of the week?
I'm gonna just go ahead. I think it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles and Rams for my game of the week. Just me being a fan. I think this is an important game for us this week because I think we're gonna. I really think we might lose because they're real amped up about last year. Like the season's gone, but you know our teams they're amped out about losing and yeah, and
This was a snow game, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So they're real amped up about that right now. So I mean, I think this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a big test to see a AJ Brown game. Him and Emmanuel Forbes back at it again. You know how that went down last time. But I want to. I feel like if we can't pass, I feel like we can't pass on this defense. This is really about to tell us how our season's gonna go. To me, I think this is an important game for us for that. So.
I agree with you. I think Rams are going to take this one. Um, Matthew Stafford has not been playing like a 40-year-old man or however old he is, 36, whatever. I think the favorites are Eagles, but I think Rams can pull this one out. And I'm not saying that because Eagles are your team. I genuinely think that. But Palmer, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Rams, and I'm gonna tell you why. I just think that what I've seen from the Eagles defense, I think the secondary is not as strong as it was last year, and the Rams got Puka and Devontae Adams. realistically, and I like James said, piggyback off of him, they are going to have a kind of vendetta against the Eagles from the playoff game last year because you ask some people, they should have won that game. But, the Eagles did their thing and put them down, but also just to highlight one more thing, this is one of them big games where I think Jalen Hurts can be like, yeah, like my team asked me to do this and I did it and we got the win. So I would say look out for that too. That can be that kind of game for them because I think the defense of the Rams are pretty good in their own aspect as well. So I think it's going to be a great game, but I got the Rams.
All right. D?
I'm gonna go Rams as well, only because, like I said, to piggyback off what Palmer said, like watching the Eagles play early, and the secondary is kind of shaky, and when you have two like elite receivers who can run routes, who can get open, I think it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the defense. Now, I think in order for the Eagles to win, I think Nolan Smith and I think that's his name, right? Nolan. And I think Jalen Carter got to have like really crazy games just to get Matthew Stafford off his timing and stuff like that. I
Right.
don't think they're gonna be able to run the ball, because like I said, I think Jalen and Jordan and they all gonna stuff the run. But if it's hard for me to pick this game because it really depends on how the D line shows up. But I'm gonna go Rams just off the expertise of how Stafford's playing right now. He's playing lights out, and if you think Herbert is playing out of his mind, that must mean Matthew Stafford is playing out of this world because he is balling right now. And you don't think that Matthew Stafford is balling?
What's lights out? No. You're saying he playing. What's lights out?
What do you mean? What's lights out? Bro, he's playing amazing. Like Blanc said, to be
He has
36, 37-year-old quarterback, he's playing
he's
amazing.
playing really good right now.
But like I said, I'm gonna go with the Rams on a disclosure that if that D line doesn't wreak havoc, it's gonna be just lights out, just picking that defensive secondary apart.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And to wrap it up, I think my sleeper game this week, I'm not going to choose my team. I want to go Cardinals and 49ers. I think that's gonna be a really good game. Mac Jones came in and is really holding it down for Brock Purdy. Kyler Murray, I know y'all like to shit on him. I'm really high on Kyler Murray. I don't think he's elite, but these are both two undefeated teams, no matter who they played weeks 1 and 2. But I think this is going to be closer.
Niggas play the Saints, bro. Be for real.
I think this is going to be closer than what people expected. But I think Brock Purdy's going to take San Francisco in there and get away with this. Get away with this win. Even though Kyler Murray has been playing good, 70% completion, 3 touchdowns through 2 games. He's been playing good, especially with the cards that he's dealt. But I like San Francisco in this one.
Is Brock Purdy playing?
No, Mac Jones is starting.
Was I saying Brock Purdy?
No, you said Mac Jones.
Okay. All right, yeah. But yeah, so Brock Purdy should be coming back, not this week, but next week. Yeah, so I got 49ers. D?
Shit, I don't even know anything. I'm gonna just go 49ers. I watched the Cardinals play the Panthers last week. They don't look good them damn self. So I'm gonna go 49ers. I mean, just go with what you know. Like I said, I mean, Jawan Jennings is playing pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't ever go against CMC unless he showed that he hurt. But I mean, he's balling right now too. So I mean, if Mac Jones can put a game together like he did last week, I mean, I think they'll get an easy win.
Right. James?
I'm going 49ers. Cardinals are terrible. Play two bad teams and gotta win. They're terrible. But yeah, I'm going 49ers.
Not easy to win in the NFL, man. Palmer.
It's not win in the NFL.
Easy to win in Carolina.
I think I'm gonna go against the grain on this one, y'all. I understand that they play bad teams, but from the sample size that I've seen, the Cardinals have been playing pretty decent. And what really surprised me, but the times I watched them, their defense has been pretty good for the most part. I know they gave up a lot of points in that second half against Carolina and them this past game, but I got the Cardinals, man. I think they're coming together on offense really, really good, and they got an elite tight end over there that's McBride. He's going to wreck the game, in my opinion. I like to
Right.
see that matchup with him and Fred Warner. I think it's going to be a pretty good divisional game, but I got the Cardinals.
Definitely. All right, that sounds good. Well, before we wrap it up, I'll leave it open for discussion. If I missed anything and anybody want to add anything, are you guys? Do you have anything to add?
I got one thing. I want to know like who we leaning towards when it comes to 1A. We got a big game. We got a big game coming up between two, of the top two receivers. Who do y'all think gonna squeak it out and have a better game, and we can solidify them as 1A?
So, on the context of what he's talking about, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, both without their starting quarterbacks this week. Cincinnati is playing in Minnesota, and we have Jake Browning throwing to Jamar Chase, and is it Carson Wentz
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carson Wentz
throwing
throwing to
to
Jetta.
Justin Jefferson?
Super Bowl champ Carson Wentz to you.
He didn't play. He didn't play in the Super Bowl, by the way.
You
But
got it right.
I think it's going to be hard to measure based off of this. I think one because Jake Browning has more weapons than Carson Wentz, so it's going to be easier for the Cincinnati defense to highlight Justin Jefferson. Um, as far as Minnesota's defense, they're going to have to cover T. They're going to have to cover Chase Brown out the backfield. They can't just necessarily mirror Jamar Chase and leave that coverage show over top of him. I think who has the better game?
Who has the better game? Who has the better
I
game?
think who has a better game? I think Jamar Chase has the better game, only on the fact that he is the better wide receiver. And Jake Browning has been playing lights out every time he's touched the field. Other than last week, of course. But, that's neither here nor there. But I got Jamar Chase going for at least 120.
Yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna follow suit and I'm gonna take Jamar Chase. And the reason I'm saying that because even with Joe Burrow going down yesterday, Jamar Chase still ended up putting up like 126 or something like that. Like Jake Brown didn't come in the game and it didn't miss a beat.
14 catches.
So I think the chemistry is already there. That you know that, hey, I got to get Jamar the ball. For Carson Wentz, I don't know how that's going to look with Jetta getting the ball and all that kind of stuff like that. I don't know. So I got Jamar this week.
All right, James.
I'm gonna say Jamar Chase, and that's not due to the fact that you're saying he's the best wide receiver, which is false. But the
Triple
Bengals,
crown.
the Bengals, they have a better system in getting Jamar Chase the ball. To me, like let's get it to him in space. Let's get it to him quick, and he's a good run after catch guy. So. And there's not a whole lot of that with Minnesota Vikings. There's a whole lot of go down the field. I need you to route somebody up, and we're gonna hit you. So I think Jamar Chase is gonna have the better game.
Okay, D.
Yeah, same here. They're having like you said, they have T Higgins, they have Chase Brown, and they got him. Like I said, it's more lenient to getting him the ball, and just letting him play. So, I'm gonna go Jamar Chase too,
Right.
but I don't think he won A though.
Who's the best wide receiver in the league?
I think it's Jetta. I think because bro, he can run. Bro, he long, bro. He can run all them intermediate routes, run all them.
Jetta
Bro,
is
that nigga
physically
raw.
and athletically
That
like
nigga Jetta is literally to
I
kill you just from the outside alone. Like nigga said, you
and
at
he
that
ain't doing none of that motion
you
and shit.
Yeah.
He ain't doing none of that. He just running routes.
you at that X spot and you killing niggas. You ain't gotta go nowhere else, and you killing you. Hey,
bro.
I ain't got to do all that extra stuff to get me open.
And it's
You know
crazy
where I'm
'cause
lining up at, and you know what's up.
he playing X and he running like, and he running digs. He running like, no, that nigga raw.
I ain't gonna lie. I need them.
And he doing it with no.
Word. I need your line to be like, you want some? Come get some. I'm not going.
And
No.
y'all playing him at the right time because this week 3 coming up, right?
Yeah.
Jordan Addison suspension is after this week, so they was gonna cook y'all.
I would like to see Justin Jefferson with an elite quarterback though, to see his full potential.
Yeah.
His full potential. What you mean?
I want to see him with an elite quarterback, like a Matthew. Send him to the Rams or something. I want to see him with an actual. He's never played. He's never played with in a top 10 quarterback.
You ain't want to see that.
I want, boy. You give somebody like Patty, get somebody like that, like
that would be crazy.
It's kind of crazy how you got a top 5 quarterback, top 5 receiver, and still have yet to win a Super Bowl or anything. Shit like that is just crazy. Shit like that is crazy.
Hey, can't do nothing. We don't got an O-line. But anyways, well, thank you. If you made it to the end, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. This has been episode 31 of the 4 to Win podcast. So thank you for tuning in. I am one of your co-hosts, LeBlanc. They're James D. Palmer. We will see you next time.